Surviving a zombie apocalypse is no laughing matter. Today, we're here to discuss the top 10 things you absolutely should not do when the undead rise. It's a matter of life and death, so let's dive right in. But before we begin, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. 1. Don't underestimate the threat. You have to understand that in the unsettling world of a zombie apocalypse, looks can be misleading. Even though the undead may stutter and stagger, their unwavering hunt is unstoppable. The threat posed by these monsters should never be taken lightly, since underestimating their menace might be your downfall. Survival requires a delicate balancing act that necessitates ongoing awareness and readiness. Imagine every step you take in this desolate landscape as a chess move in a high-stakes game. Overconfidence is the queen of blunders in this game, and it can swiftly lead to your demise. To be truly prepared means to be mentally and physically ready for anything that comes your way. In the face of a zombie onslaught, your keen perception and quick decision-making can be your greatest allies. 2. Don't go out unarmed. In the dystopian world of a zombie apocalypse, the phrase "better safe than sorry" takes on a whole new level of significance. Going out unarmed is like embarking on a perilous adventure without the tools to navigate its challenges. Weapons, whether they're carefully crafted, improvised, or classic, become your steadfast companions in this ruthless realm. They are the very essence of your survival, the shields that protect you against the encroaching darkness. Every step you take in the post-apocalyptic landscape is laden with uncertainty, and in such a world, weapons become your best friends, your guardians of hope in the face of the malevolent unknown. Your choice of armament can be as unique as your own fingerprint. 3. Avoid making noise. In the eerie symphony of a zombie-infested world, silence is the unsung hero of survival. It's a truth etched in whispers, and unspoken dread zombies are attracted to sound. To stay under their radar is to embrace the cloak of quietude, a shroud of hushed movements that allows you to tiptoe through this nightmarish landscape. Imagine sound as your shadow, and the undead as relentless hunters lurking in the darkness. Every footfall, every whispered conversation, even the gentlest rustle can become an inadvertent beacon, drawing these relentless creatures ever closer. So, in the apocalypse, the power of silence becomes a magnetic force that keeps you concealed and protected. As you navigate this treacherous terrain, consider noise as your invisible foe, one that must be deftly managed to preserve your life. Just as a symphony conductor orchestrates each note, you must conduct your actions with a measure of utmost care. 4. Don't travel alone. In the desolate, post-apocalyptic landscape of a zombie-infested world, there's a truth that cannot be denied. Safety in numbers is the ultimate lifeline. A solo journey may sound brave, but it can easily transform into a solitary and vulnerable path. In this haunting new reality, there's strength in companionship, a sense of unity that acts as a shield against the relentless onslaught of the undead. Imagine your group as a sanctuary, a fortress of human resilience where each member brings a unique skill or perspective to the table. By forming a group, you're not just banding together for survival, you're creating a tapestry of hope and camaraderie in a world overrun by despair. 5. Don't ignore basic first aid. In the grim theater of a post-apocalyptic world, basic first aid is not just a skill. It's a beacon of hope, a lifeline in the face of adversity. In this desolate landscape, where danger lurks around every corner, injuries are as inevitable as the ever-present threat of the undead. To ignore the knowledge of treating wounds is to cast aside the keys to survival. Picture basic first aid as a torch that dispels the darkness of uncertainty. It equips you with the ability to mend the wounds, both physical and metaphorical, that you and your fellow survivors will inevitably endure. In the apocalypse, it's not just about the immediate survival of the fittest, it's about the resilience and resourcefulness of those who carry the wisdom to heal, mend, and support one another. 6. No risky heroics. In the midst of a zombie-infested world, the line between heroics and recklessness can blur, but understanding the distinction is a matter of paramount importance. There's a compelling nobility in saving others, but one must never forget that putting one's own life on the line in unnecessary danger is a perilous gamble. The wisdom lies in knowing when to step into the fray and when to hold back, in being the master of your own fate, rather than an unwitting pawn in the relentless game of survival. To engage in risky heroics without careful consideration is like playing chess without knowing the rules. It's a recipe for unintended consequences that can lead to the demise of not just the reckless, but the very hope of humanity. Choosing battles wisely is the mark of a survivor who understands that each decision is a calculated move on the apocalyptic chessboard. 7. Don't forget food and water. In the harsh and unforgiving terrain of a zombie apocalypse, the value of food and water cannot be overstated. Think of them as the lifeblood of survival, the very sustenance that fuels your resilience in the face of relentless adversity. The art of stockpiling these essential supplies is a testament to your foresight, a strategic measure that ensures your ability to weather the storm of the undead. Scavenging for sustenance in this treacherous world is not just risky. It's like navigating a minefield where danger lies around every corner. To forget food and water is to expose yourself to unnecessary hazards, and in the post-apocalyptic reality that could prove fatal. Consider your supplies as a fortress, a bulwark against the relentless encroachment of danger. In the pursuit of non-perishable food and clean water, you're not just filling your pantry, you're fortifying your endurance. 8. Avoid overconfidence in vehicles. In the post-apocalyptic realm, vehicles become both chariots of freedom and harbingers of unexpected challenges. While they offer the promise of speed and escape, overconfidence in these machines can be a costly misstep. Consider a vehicle like a double-edged sword. It can cut through the desolation with swiftness, but it can also shatter your dreams when it breaks down or gets trapped in the unforgiving terrain. In the face of such uncertainties, having a backup plan on foot becomes the linchpin of your survival strategy. Imagine your legs as the anchors of your journey, the unwavering means of navigating this chaotic world. By preparing for the possibility of losing your wheels, you become a master of adaptation, ready to transition seamlessly when circumstances demand it. 9. No hasty shelter choices. In the chilling, post-apocalyptic world, the choice of shelter is akin to selecting the pages of your destiny. Rushing headlong into a building without pause is like flipping through the story of your survival with careless abandon. Each structure holds the potential for salvation or ruin, and the wise survivor understands that patience and caution are the guardians of safety. It's not merely about seeking refuge, it's about securing and clearing the area before you step into the unknown. Picture each building as an enigma, a puzzle with no easy answers, and your role is that of a detective, deciphering the clues to ensure you're not walking into a gruesome surprise. 10. Don't forget to stay informed. In the midst of the chaotic, post-apocalyptic landscape, knowledge becomes the beacon that guides you through the tumultuous night. It's a truth as old as time. Knowledge is power. Staying informed in the face of the apocalypse is not just a choice. It's a lifeline that can mean the difference between life and death. Picture each piece of information as a brick in the fortress of your survival, a window through which you can assess the situation and chart your path to safety. It's not just about the journey, it's about understanding the world you traverse. Thanks for tuning in to our zombie apocalypse survival tips. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe for more, and drop a comment with your survival ideas. Stay safe and remember, it's us against the undead.